Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time here, I am so glad to have you here. I know that I say that in the beginning of every intro, but I really do mean it. And so if this is your first time here, hello. And if you're a returning person, hello again. So I have my long-awaited Wax Empties basket for you. I have good news. I was able to get through my entire warming basket and then some. So that is quite an accomplishment for me. And I know it's been a while since I've done like a warming basket too, but I'm really serious about what I put in there is what I warm. And I stick with it. And sometimes it's hard. It's really, really hard. But here it is. I put everything in my drawer. I was able to get through some candles and a lot of goodies. So I'm going to take everything out and organize it, and I will be right back. Okay, I kind of did a little bit of sorting somewhat. I've got everything kind of divided, so hopefully it'll play out to what I have wrote down. And there goes a tester. Hold on. It really would not be a video without me dropping something. It just wouldn't. So anyway, okay, we're going to go ahead and start. I was able to get through 4 candles. Now, I didn't start these like at the beginning of, I think the last Empties video I had was in June. No, it was in May, the middle of May. No, I already started some of these, but we're just going to go ahead and go with it. But the one that I did work on from start to finish was Vanilla Patchouli from Bath and Body Works. Now, I think that this might be a great scent for body care because I know they carry it in the body care. But you know what? I didn't get much throw from this, and it's a beautiful scent. And the scent notes on this one are vanilla, absolute, and patchouli oil. So you've got that richness of the vanilla and that patchouli oil that gives it that smokiness. It's a beautiful scent, and I didn't get any kerosene smell or anything, and it burned all the way down to the wick clip. And you guys, it smells great. I just, on the strength and throw on this one, I'm going to give it about a 4. It was a dud. It's my first actual dud Bath and Body Works candle. So, and I thought, well, aromatherapy, it's got to be doing something, you know, but it didn't. It didn't do a whole lot for me. So I'm kind of bummed about that. And I'm sorry about the background noise. If you can hear it, it's my dishwasher. So, yeah. Okay, now I went through a couple Goose Creek candles, and I really like Goose Creek. I like Goose Creek a lot. I went through a Risen, and this was from their Easter collection, I think a couple years ago. And it is basically Easter morning bright citrus. Now, to me, I did get that citrus smell. But I will say this one, I'm going to kind of retract a little bit what I said just now. I thought they're great candles. This one had a kerosene smell. It really did. Yeah. It just kind of had a citrusy kerosene smell. And it started to pick it up probably about halfway. And then it just kind of got that kind of smell. It was just almost kind of a generic smell to me. And I don't know. So this is not a repurchase, but it's also not available right now. Another one that I went through was a large jar in Pink Beach. Now, I've heard people say that this is the dupe to Pink Sands with Yankee Candle. I quite like this one. The wax was actually kind of a soft, bright pink, but as it warmed, it turned kind of a gray color, which is fine with me, as long as it still holds scent, and it did. It was a beautiful scent. The top notes on this one are bright pink citrus, the mids are island berries, and the base is sandalwood. To me, I do pick up on that. It's just like a beachy scent to me. It's just a beautiful beachy scent, and I can pick up on the sandalwood. I think it's beautiful. I would like to actually try this in wax melts. And see how that is. And as you can see, it got a little bit smoky there towards the end. So it did soot a little bit. But I did like this, but I don't know. I would like to just try it in the regular wax melt next time. So that is Pink Beach. Okay, another one that I finished was from Walmart and Mainstays. It's Mango Melon. And they had those plastic lids with the little holes in them. So you know what I did? I saved one of my Bath & Body Works lids from a fall candle. And I just put it on top. And it worked out great. It doesn't like close down like real firmly. But it's enough to hold in that smell. So if you get any of these candles and you try some of your Bath & Body Works lids on these just to see if it'll, you know, and it kind of makes them so that they're stackable and, you know, and I saved this lid anyway from Bath & Body Works because I really liked the lid, and that was from last year. Okay, now we're going to talk about this candle, Mango Melon. It smells wonderful out of the jar. And I got that beautiful mango melon smell, but guess what? When I warmed it, it was a dud. I was really bummed. I was kind of hoping that it wouldn't happen. Now, I wonder what would happen if I had it in the wax melts. Would it perform better as a wax melt? I'm thinking maybe. Or what if I got the candle and chopped it and made it into wax melts? I wonder if that would be better. Because I did warm another Mainstays wax, and I had no problem with it as a wax melt. So, I would like to try this one again, but only as a wax melt and never again as a candle. And you can get this right now. It's only $3.33 if you want to try on your own and see how it goes. But you know, $3.33 for this wax, and you get 11.5 ounces of wax. That's pretty good if you want to make a wax melt out of it. So, you know, I thought it was perfect. You know, smelling it on cold, it just, like I said, had no throw. But I definitely got the mangoes and the melons. It just was a total dud. And probably strength on this one was about a 3. So those are my candles. Now we're going to move on to, I went through a Scentsy pod. I know you're going to laugh, in pumpkin chai. So what happened was, is way back last fall, I bought some of these, and then I misplaced them. And then I was using them, and then I threw my mask over my Scentsy pod unit and all my pods in the back bedroom. I had like several masks, and these were in the basket with my face masks, and I couldn't find this to save my soul. And when I was going through my masks, then I found my pods and all the goodies, and I was like, oh my gosh, there it is. So I went ahead and just used it up in my little pickup. And you guys, it smells good. It really does. Even though it was like spring when I went through this one, I still enjoyed it very, very much. It was just enough of that spice and that warm chai that just, oh, it's just so awesome. And the scent notes on this one are, let me see if I wrote this down. White pumpkin, a swirl of cinnamon, and a dash of chai. And I hope it comes back in the fall, because if it comes back in the fall, I would like to try to buy this again. I really like this. You guys, it was awesome. Yeah, I could just do this all day. I definitely get that hint of chai, and it's not an overpowering chai. And I get that cinnamon and vanilla. You guys, this is good. This would be great as a topping on vanilla ice cream. I think it would. So that is pumpkin chai in the pods. My first pods. Yay! The first ones I finished. Okay. Now I went through some Scentsy Testers, and I still have a lot of testers, you guys. I have a ton of testers, but I went through Red Cedar and Sage. Now, the first time I warmed this in bar form, I did not care for it, and I gave it to Rachel, and she loves it, and it smells great in her house. So I warmed it here again, and I fell in love with it. Now, I think our scent preferences change. Also, I think our scent preferences change on how we're feeling. With me, as you're going to find out later on in this video, when I'm not feeling well, sometimes things come at me at a different angle. And so, or I'm on a different medication. I have one medication that I take just once a week, and I think it really, really does affect my scent preferences. So I've decided if I don't like something, not to throw it away or give it away. I've never thrown wax away, by the way. I've always given it away, but I've decided I'm just going to hang on to it and see and wait. And I'm so glad I did with this one. This one is beautiful. It is Red Cedar, Sage, and Forest Greens. You guys, it's beautiful. So that is Red Cedar and Sage. It's not available right now. I hope it comes back. And then I went through a tester of Palo Santo. I didn't have it in bar form. Now, the first time I warmed this, I thought it had like a smoky primal smell to it. It was very smoky. It was my first experience smelling Palo Santo a couple years ago when it first came out. And it's still very, very appealing to me. Although this tester didn't throw very well, as I remember the bar throwing. So the tester might have been compromised just a little bit because it's an older tester. But it's very, very pretty just the same. Not bad. But I don't think... I did not purchase any with the Bring Back My Bar this season. But I'm just trying to use up my testers. Another one that I went through is Cedar Cider. And you're thinking, wow, Kelly, you're going through some fall scents or something. But I like fall scents. I like everything year round. It doesn't really matter what season it is. Except there are some. But Cedar Cider is apples and cinnamon sticks and vanilla beans and white cedar. There's that cedar again. I think I'm a woodsy girl. I really do. Which I know that. You guys, this smells so good. You definitely get that fall, and then you smell the apples and that little hint of cinnamon. Yes, Cedar Cider is the jam. And I do think I have a bar of Cedar Cider. All right. And then I went through a Snowberry Car Bar. I know, here we are, July almost. And here I am going through a Snowberry Car Bar. But you know what? It's very, very nice. And this one, let's see. I know I wrote the scent notes on this one down. It's very intense. It's got like, I think, elderberry. No, loganberry. Loganberry, strawberry, peppermint, and zesty cinnamon. I can pick up on a little bit of cinnamon, but there's like this deep, earthy berry note about this one. To me, it almost has a hint of leather in it. I know that sounds weird, but it just has this dark, rich earthiness berry with a hint of leather to me. That's what I smell. I think it's beautiful. I really like Snowberry, so I finished up one of those. Okay, now we're going to go on to my vendor wax bags. And I went through my two that I got from Miss Cindy. And I went through the first one in White Rabbit. And this was a huge pie slice. And it's Rice Krispies, Marshmallow Fluff, and White Clouds. You guys, this was beautiful. It kind of has, it's not bakery though. It has more of a perfumey note about it. The Rice Krispies, I'm getting more of a vanilla marshmallow and kind of like a vanilla marshmallow body spray. The White Clouds, I'm still not sure what is in White Clouds, but anyway, I still like that. I enjoyed it, so thank you so much, Cindy, for the White Rabbit. And then I went through Embrace the Equinox, and this was in, I think, one of those little round tart things, and it's Smoky Sweetgrass. This wasn't so bad either. And Strength and Throw on the White Rabbit was about a medium strength, and Strength and Throw on Embrace the Equinox was about a medium strength, and you got that Smoky Sweetgrass. It was okay. I think I liked it better on cold than I did warming. But yeah, it was beautiful. I did get that smokiness, and then you kind of got like a perfumey note about it. I don't know if this is something that is a commonality with Ella After. I don't think it is, because sometimes I get dead on scents. But these two both kind of had like a perfumey, body care-esque note about them. But I still like them just the same. All right, and then I went through some Crafty Barista, and I'm super excited. I'm just about done with my Crafty Barista collection. I just wanted to get through all of it before I ordered any more. And I have Pumpkin Crunch Cake. You guys, this one I quite enjoyed. It is creamy pumpkin pie filling, rich Eagle brand milk, freshly baked yellow cake, melted butter, pecans, and a hint of spice. Now that sounds delicious, doesn't it? It was very good. But just okay. And the strength and throw on this one was about a 5. It was kind of weak, maybe down even to a 4. And it could be that the wax is compromised a little bit. I mean, it's a 2019 pour, so it's hard to say. But I enjoyed it. But I broke out the Cedar Cider tester with this one to kind of back it up a little bit. So, and I also used another one. I'll come to it. But anyway, so not bad, but not a repurchase. And then I went through an apple pickin, and this was a spoon. Now, you guys, this one I did like. And it's a 2019 pour. Ripe apples, fruit notes, and just a touch of spice. It was really, really good. I enjoyed this one. It was like a little green spoon, and you did get that spicy apple, but not overpowering spice. I really enjoyed it. And the strength and throw on this one was probably about a 6. So a little bit stronger. And yes, I would pick apple pickin again if I ordered from a Crafty Barista, but it's not like on the top of my list. She's got some really good ones, but these are not my total fan faves. And then from a Crafty Barista, I went through a Blonde Moment bar, and it was one that I had to chop up, and it was pink, and it's ice champagne mixed with rich, sweet raspberries and cranberries. Now, this was the first time I've even heard of Blonde Moment. You know, I was like, oh, that's a cute name, but apparently it's been around for a while, and other vendors, and, or maybe even stores carried it, like Lush or something. I'm not sure. I'm not really familiar with any of those. But this one, it was okay. You definitely got the champagne and the berries, and it was very body care-esque. This is basically also another one that would be beautiful in a fine fragrance mist that I would wear. But this isn't something that I would repurchase. And then I went through its Fall Y'all, and it is a blend of freshly carved pumpkins and crispy, crunchy fallen leaves. Now, this one I started on in the first warming session, and I finished in the second. I warmed this at Hillary's house when I was over there in April, and I finished it in May. It actually smelled better at Hillary's house. I think it's because I warm so much wax all the time that my house now has all these different smells. I had a hard time smelling this one. It's beautiful, though, but not a favorite fall scent for me. It was a little pumpkin. And then I went through Pink Chiffon and a hint of exotic fruits, vanilla orchids, sweet vanilla, and wrapped in chiffon musk. So, this one was just okay as well. I don't know if I'm a Pink Chiffon fan. I really don't. I don't think I am. It's okay. You get that. It's kind of a girly body perfume, body spray. It's not bad, but I'm just not a fan of Pink Chiffon, so probably not a repurchase for me. Okay, then we're going to go through some clams from HartnHome. This was 100% soy. I picked this one up last year, so about a year ago, and this is Tree Farm. I quite enjoyed this one. Medium strength on these, and also on these, on pretty much all of these Crafty Baristas. They were like a medium throw. Nothing too heavy, nothing to blow you out of the park. Tree Farm was a medium throw as well, although I really, really enjoyed it. I wished it was a little bit stronger, but you know, I waited a year to warm it, so that could be shame on me. But to me, it just smells like freshly cut pine wood. It smells so good, you guys. I just remember, you know, cutting wood in the summertime for the wintertime, and this is what it reminds me of, going up and cutting wood for the day, and Mom would pack a lunch, and away we'd go. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. It smells really, really good. So, yeah, so this would be definitely a repurchase for me, although I did go on her website online, and I was really disappointed because I think I paid $4.50 for this clam, and now I think her clams are like $8. I'll have to check again, but I'm like, what? Hello? I don't think so, but I will check her website again. But yeah, that is Tree Farm. Okay, and then from Waxidents, I finished up a big, huge clam of Dinosaur specialty coffee. These are her Jurassic clam shells. I can't remember the ounces on these, but they're pretty good size. I mean, you got a good amount of wax. And what I did is I only did like 1/2 a cube per warmer. So, and it was great. This is like cappuccino, caramel, sugar, and sugar cookie. It is really, really good, you guys. I love this one. And I could also pick up on a little bit of chocolate too. I mean, it's decadent, you guys. I love this one. This is like coffee goes pastry. I mean, yes, it's so good. Or bakery. Coffee and bakery, perfection. I love this. It's super sweet though. So if you like super sweet coffee scents, this might be you. I know it is for me. Okay, we're just rolling right along here. I'm super excited. All right, now we're going to start with, and there goes a clam. Now we're going to start with my Walmart wax. And I went through Favorite Denim. These are the 2 little halfies that aren't very big. They're like 93 cents a piece. You guys, I am in love with this scent. Yes, Favorite Denim. Favorite Denim. What can I say about Favorite Denim? It's a laundry scent. It is laundry, but it's woodsy. It's like a laundry woodsy scent. And if you had some jeans hanging out on the clothesline and you brought it in, they might smell like this. They really might. I love this scent. This is definitely a repurchase for me. I love this. This is something that everybody should have in their arsenal if you are into laundry scents and maybe you like woodsy scents as well. This is perfect, you guys. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So, like I'm saying, these were wax melts. I wonder how this would work out as a candle. You know, I don't know. So, like, I'm wondering if the candle would have been better as wax melts. Probably. But, either way, this is definitely going to be a repurchase for me. Absolutely. And then from Yankee Candle, I went through a Golden Chestnut. See, I was in a fall vibe. I love Golden Chestnut. Golden Chestnut from Yankee Candle is one of my top favorites. I love this scent. This is perfect. This is definitely gives you a fall vibe, but it's got some wonderful earthiness about it and fallness. That's what I really, really like about this one. And I think I might have wrote the scent notes down for this one. You know what? And I can't find them at the moment. Let me see if I wrote them on the back page. I didn't. But this is a beautiful scent, you guys. I highly recommend this one as well. And no, it's not new. This is just an old clam. So if it comes out this fall, I recommend this one too. I stand by this one. Definitely. Okay, now we're going to go on to Bahama Beaches. Now this is the one where I'm saying I didn't like really. I was on the fence with this one when I first warmed it a couple months ago. I decided to finish it. I'm so glad that I did because I was like, I don't know about Bahama Beaches. I just don't know. I don't know if I like it. And it's oranges and mandarin and petitgreen and neroli. Yeah, it's got a beachy vibe, but it's not a tropical beach, if that makes any sense. So you definitely get that beachy vibe. So what I did is I mixed it with Scentsy's Coconut Cotton from last year. And this was one last year that I didn't care for either. But I put these two together and let me tell you something. It smelled so good in my house. It was just like, what? This is amazing. So this one, and they performed very, very well together. I think there was only one warmer where this one was by itself. But together, whoa, holy matrimony. I mean, it was awesome, you guys. And the strength and throw on this one was about a 7.5 to an 8. I totally love this one. And let me see if I can find the scent notes to Coconut Cotton. And this was in last year's Bring Back My Bar. So it's not available, but you might be able to find it on other websites. It's sun-warmed cotton, creamy coconut milk, citrus, and sandalwood. And there's that sandalwood again. Miss Kelly loves her sandalwood. So, yeah. So I love both of these. I like this one a little bit better. I like this one, and we put them together, and guess what? Awesome. All right, then I went through a ScentSationals Flirtatious. Now this one, I really wasn't sure about. I've kind of heard some negative reviews about this one. I'm like, okay, well, I bought it. I'm going to warm it. I'm going to see what happens. You guys, this one is really, really, really good. Okay, the scent notes on this one are white mahogany, warm amber, spiced woods, patchouli undertones, Tahitian vanilla, and sandalwood. And yep, there's that sandalwood. I think this is for anybody, everybody. Don't care. I don't mind it so bad. I think it was Carson Cole that said no, and he didn't even finish it. But you know what? If Carson, if you're watching, I like this one. So, yeah. And then I went through, I'm actually warming it right now in my warmer. It is the Oak and Rye Lava Citrus. Oak and Rye Lava Citrus, I'm pretty sure, is a dupe to Molten Orange with Sensationals. And it's just a bright orange scent. It borders on a cleaner orange, though. It really does. It borders on a cleaner orange, but if you're looking for something to just like freshen up your place, this would be it. And the strength and throw on this one is about an 8 to maybe a 9. I mean, it's so strong when I first started warming it. Have you ever warmed something that you can kind of taste it? I could kind of taste this. In fact, when Barry came home from work, I had to unplug the warmers because I knew he would be having a meltdown. You know, not really a meltdown, but yeah. He would be blowing his volcano like that. No, not really. He's a cool guy. But I just hurried and unplugged everything so that he wouldn't be, you know, walking around the house, coughing and sneezing and doing all that stuff. Okay. Then I went through a bar of Mystic. And the scent notes on this one are shimmers of bright currant, white musk, cedarwood, sandalwood, and vanilla. Yes, now this is a very feminine, girly, beautiful. It kind of has that marshmallow sweetness with the sandalwood. Now there isn't, I guess it's the vanilla. It's the vanilla and the sandalwood that make it really, really awesome. And the cedarwood, it's just beautiful. It's just gorgeous. And yes, I would repurchase that one again. It was like a pink wax, kind of a lavender pink, I guess you could say. All right. And then I went through, and I know it's not Christmas, but I went through a vanilla pine just because I needed to get some pine going on here. And it's the frosted pine and vanilla. I think it's got sugar crystals and soft winter ozone. I have no idea what soft winter ozone would be. What is ozone anyway? You guys, this smells so good. I definitely get that pine and the vanilla mix. It's just a perfect combination. The strength on this one was about an 8. The strength on Mystic was about an 8. I know I'm throwing numbers back in there. And a couple videos ago, I said, I won't do numbers anymore. But you know what? It is what it is. I got to be able to convey to you what I'm getting from this, so that maybe you can make a decision about these or not. I quite like this one. If I ever run low on pine scents or wax in general, I will definitely repurchase this one again. But it's not a must-have for me right now. Okay, now we're moving on to Scentsy. And I think I got through quite a few. I thought I had more. Let me look here. Okay. Yep, I guess that's it. Okay. I worked on some of my sugar cookie brick. I did about, about 4 slots, actually. Maybe 3 or 4 slots. This is good. I love it. You just get that baked, fresh sugar cookie scent. But I just wish it was stronger. That's my only downside. I mean, and I don't know if it's getting weaker, but I purchased this in 2019, but I think it's older than 2019. But I quite enjoyed it. I just wish it was stronger. Strength and throw on this one is only about a 6, but sense appeal to me is going to be about a 10. I just love this. I love it. It's a great mixer too, but did you know most of the time I warm sugar cookie on its own? It's just out there. Like if I'm warming a coffee scent or something, or I need something to finish up something else, I will throw in some sugar cookie and it works out great. Another bakery that I went through, and I don't know if this one is available right now, and that's Churro. And that is cinnamon sugar and pastry. You guys, this one is good. I just wish it was stronger. but you definitely get that warm pastry cinnamon sugar. Scentsy had a Christmas line come out a few years ago, and I think they had one called Sugar Bells. It reminds me a lot of Sugar Bells. And I wish I still had some Sugar Bells. It's so good. This is good. I just wish it was stronger. It's like a vanilla bakery. You get that vanilla, but it is beautiful. I think this is my last bar. So we're saying goodbye to Churro Churro. Another one that I wormed that is not available right now is Southern Evening. And I picked this one up last summer in the Bring Back My Bar campaign. And I got this, I picked up the whole collection. And this was like a dark blue wax. It was like the same color as the label. You guys, I'm not into geraniums. I'll tell you that right now. And there is geranium in this, but I love it in this. There's French lavender, geranium, subtle fruits, and white musk. I think it's the musk and the lavender. I'm not getting any fruit, but it's the lavender and the musk and the geranium all combined together. You guys, it's beautiful. I really, really like this one. There's a possibility that I might pick this one up again. And strength and throw on this one is about a 7. Scent appeal to me is about a 9. So yeah, I like this one. All right, and then I went through a fruity one. And this one is no longer available. This came out, this was poured in 7/19, so 2 years ago. It was out in the summer. It's Dewy or Don't We. Now, when I first got this, I didn't care for it. I was like, so I took forever to warm it because I was like, I don't know if I want this. But I appreciated it this time. And maybe it just had time to cure. It's like had 2 years to cure. This one is crushed basil over ripe cantaloupe. I don't know if I'm getting any basil, but I am getting a little bit of cantaloupe. And there's something else in there that's a little bit sweeter than the cantaloupe. But it is nice. I really did enjoy it. Yeah, I quite like this one. So, but not a repurchase. All right, and then I went through a Grapefruit Sunshine. Patricia Gates was talking about this one at one time, and she says, and then I think her and I were visiting back and forth, and she says, if you've got Grapefruit Sunshine, you better use it up. And she's right, because it's kind of getting a little bit around the corner, around the bend smell, where maybe you should be using these up quicker. And I do have another bar of this. Grapefruit Sunshine is probably one of my most favorite grapefruit scents. I've raved about this one before. To me, it reminds me of Sweet Tarts candy, grapefruit Sweet Tarts candy. And it's brisk citrus, pink grapefruit, and vanilla. And I think it's that vanilla in there that makes it that candy vibe. You guys, this scent just makes me happy. It just makes me, it's awesome. I loved it. I loved it. So anyway, and I need to hurry and finish because it looks like my camera says it's just about done with the file. So we're going to end this with Squeeze the Day. I love Squeeze the Day. It is lemons and vanilla cream. You guys, it is one of my most favorite lemony scents out there right now from Scentsy. I quite like this one. So yeah, strength and throw on this one is about a 7. Scent appeal for me is about a 9. I really like this. So if I had to pick a favorite, and I do have a favorite, my favorite is going to be from Walmart, and it goes to Favorite Denim, mainly because I put my name behind this, you guys. This is an amazing scent. If you have not picked up any Favorite Denim from Walmart, get your buns in there and do it now. Please do, because it's amazing. It's really, really good. So thank you for hanging out with me for about the past 34 minutes. And I will talk to you guys later.